Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
ऑलराइट एक सवाल मैंने पूछा था हमारे सीनियर्स से, रमेश सिप्पी जी से। पता नहीं किस किस ने ध्यान से उनका जवाब सुना, पर आपसे ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि आपने सिनेमा देखा है 70s से, जैसे मैम ने तो चलो 2000 की फिल्म देखी थी, देवदास केम इन 2000, राइट, अराउंड दैट। तो आप लोगों ने जितना सिनेमा देखा है, दिस इज टू अदर्स, सर आपने तो बता दिया दैट हाउ हैज़ सिनेमा इवॉल्व्ड ओवर द ईयर्स। आई स्टार्ट विद एली. You're doing web, you're doing films, so
Yes,
yeah, I think you're the apt person to answer that.
Well, I have watched the old Bollywood movies as well, because I'm a big Bollywood fan, right? And I mean, a lot of change is there, and I think it has to do also because actually what Ramesh sir was saying also is that change constantly has to be there, you know, because everything is changing in life. You know, there's a constant change in everything, but then also like ma'am had said, you know, that the emotions, human emotions are always going to be the same. That cannot change. And what's beautiful, I mean, talking about like these new platforms that has come, I mean, what's beautiful is, like I said earlier, is that it's, you know, it has given opportunities to so many more actors or newcomers. You know, there's so much of content now. It's a beautiful time actually, and it's a blessing to be an actor in this time, just because of this reason that, you know, you are being given more opportunities. And for filmmakers as well, you know, they have a larger freedom, you know, to create the kind of content that they want to create. For everyone, it's just a beautiful time, I would say, a good time, and yeah.
थैंक यू.
Yes.
अच्छा, ये सवाल पालकी मैम के लिए भी, क्योंकि ऐसी एक चीज़ बताएं जो पहले थी अब नहीं है पर आप उसको मिस करती हैं. शूटिंग की बात बता सकते हैं आप, कोई किस्सा बता सकते हैं, वी वुड लव टू हियर.
इनफैक्ट मुझे लगता है कि आई वुड रादर कम बैक टू द इवॉल्वमेंट ऑफ सिनेमा. एंड मैं जो फील करती हूँ कि पहले साधन बहुत कम होते थे
जी,
और फिल्में जो बनती थी वो एक लंबे अरसे तक हमें देखने मिलती थी. नो डाउट शॉर्ट लिव्ड सिनेमा ज़रूर हुआ है, लेकिन आज हम लोगों के पास साधन बहुत बढ़ गए हैं. इफ़ यू सी, इंडियन सिनेमा हैज़ इवॉल्व फ्रॉम दैट ब्लैक एंड वाइट, from like films like Pushpak, जो जहाँ पर मतलब we have that kind of cinema. Then we have evolved to something which is more like Bahubali. May it be content or may it be the technicalities. Like we have great South teams who are really doing great cinema, और काफ़ी अच्छी फिल्में बन रही है और content driven बन रही हैं. तो हमारी काफ़ी फिल्मों को नवाजा भी गया है और इंटरनेशनल लेवल. तो आई फील वेरी ग्रेट टू बी इन दिस एरा, यू नो, फ्रॉम वेयर दे हैव स्टार्टेड. उन्होंने अपनी नींव डाली है, लेकिन आज हम लोग उसका बेनिफिट ले पा रहे हैं. तो इट्स प्रिविलेज टू बी पार्ट ऑफ सिनेमा एंड एन्जॉय दिस ब्लिस. थैंक यू.
वंडरफुल. एली.
Okay, sorry. So I actually want to add something.
Yeah.
Which was like a shock to me. So, like I said, Devdas was the first Bollywood movie that I watched, and I had never fallen in love. I was a young teenager, but you know, from seeing that movie, I was actually heartbroken for a week, without ever have, you know, fallen in love in real life. But I remember that the movie spoke so much to me, and I was amazed because, you know, coming from Sweden and watching Swedish cinema, which is all about, you know, showing everything and keeping it as real as possible. And, you know, I remember that they never even kissed. And that stayed with me so much that I still felt their love so strong. Like I felt everything, but I did not see, you know, a kiss or like a lover-making scene, and that stayed with me and got me so fascinated about the Indian cinema. And then, you know, watching all the old Bollywood movies. And honestly speaking, I can speak for myself and my girlfriends back home in Sweden, who all of us are just like crazy about Bollywood. We used to admire this kind of a cinema, the way they made you fall in love with the hero and the heroine, you know, dancing around the trees and all of that. I mean, you still felt their love without seeing a kiss, you know. And I remember the first movie I actually watched with my mom at a theater in Sweden was Jab We Met, right? Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor, correct. And I was loving the movie and all. And I remember in the end, there's a kiss. And I was like, Are? What? Mama? They kissed? You know, I was so surprised. I didn't expect that happening. It's kind of funny, right? Me here sitting and saying all of this, but I love that actually. I love those old Bollywood movies. I love that when you saw so much of expression from the eyes, from the body language, from the song, from so many other ways, you know, but you still felt the love. And yeah, it's very difficult, and I just think that's extremely beautiful. So
you know, say I love you, a wall is there because they don't have time for heroine.
Yeah.
मैं आपसे प्यार करता हूँ. देखते
But-
तो सामने wall होती है.
But I must say, I mean, this is something, you know, about the Bollywood cinema. I mean, obviously, it's not really much there anymore, but it's something which has really fascinated Westerners, and there are so many non-Indians who just love Bollywood movies just because of this. It's just so exotic and beautiful and pure, and it's different, and yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just loving it how you guys have.
I miss that, you
Gone
know,
into
running around the
emotions.
trees and singing, and then the barish is coming, and you know, I miss those kind of a movies. Yeah.
एली ने हमें यहीं पे पिक्चर दिखा दी है